My name is John Atkins. I'm with the Irish Film Works Association. I'm here at the RDS at the main entrance gate, Annesley Road. My employers are doing a film or production in here, basically, and we're here to highlight the abuse that goes on within the Irish Film Workers industry. The reason why we're here is to highlight the fact that I've worked in the film industry for nearly 30 years. I've worked for the same 4 or 5 producers over that lifetime, 30 years. I've worked a 91 collective agreement which the employers have operated for nearly 30 years. We roll on a continuous employment aspect of it is inherent in that collective agreement. My service is inherent in that collective agreement. I have a contract indefinite duration with the operation of law. The employers just refuse to recognise this. And the only way they actually discipline workers within the industry is a term we use called blackballing. Basically, myself and some of my colleagues appeared at the Joint Oireachtas Committee in 2018 about working conditions in the film industry. And since then, I have been not given a day's work by my employers. And blackballing works is that basically you finish a job, when another job starts up, you get in touch with the employer and basically you're told when to start. Well, in this regard, we were told to send in CVs, we were told to send in spurious things to different people, and basically we haven't worked a day since. And you're left hanging in limbo without any rights. We have over 35 members now waiting for their cases to be heard under penalisation by the same employers in the WRC. 17 months now we're waiting for those cases to be heard. But in the meantime, we had an industrial relations case that was heard by the Labour Court, because the Labour Court is still working away, and it just so happened the industrial relations case came up first. We won that case against the employers about 2 things: a profit share scheme and about the breach of the collective agreement. Now, we haven't worked since 2018. Our employer here has got millions of taxpayers' money to create quality employment. Now, this is the undertakings the employer must sign to create quality employment. To date, there's been $2.5 billion given to the employers of the Irish film industry to create quality employment. I've worked in the industry for 30 years. No one has a job. This is a Labour Court recommendation which our employer has refused to implement. Our employer is operating here in the RDS at the moment, and basically this is huge concern to us as union members that we cannot hold an official picket at our place where our employer is operating. When we got in touch with the guards last week to inform them of official picket, we told them that we'd be doing at least probably 10 men at most, keeping their distance, wearing their masks and abiding to the rules. The guards got back in touch with us and said that we'd be fined with fixed penalty charges. Every one of these men, livelihood was taken off them because they wanted one thing and one thing only: their service recognised. Every single worker followed it and wanted their service recognised. But the employers and the contractors refuse to recognise people's service. We have people here who worked in the industry up to 44 years and have been excluded from their place of work. They brought the employers to the Labour Court under Section 20, James Flynn, Morgan O'Sullivan. The Labour Court ruled in the workers' favour and have been trying to engage with the union official, with the employers, who have refused to meet any of these men. And the reason why they won't meet them is because decades, the only discipline in the Irish film industry, you open your mouth, you're sacked.
you're blackballed, as we call it. And the facts are, these men are willing to stand in front of that employer, in front of Morgan and in front of James, and clearly say, I've been blackballed. Can you tell me why? Is it because I looked for my service recognition? Is it because I looked for my profit share scheme you promised me on a successful show? Or why is it? Is it because that we went into the Joint Oireachtas Committee and we highlighted the abuse of taxpayers and workers within the Irish film industry? These are the questions these men want to put to James Flynn and Morgan O'Sullivan, Metropolitan Films World 2000. Do you want to come out and speak to the workers? Do you want to come out and actually comment on the recommendation? Do you want to come out and hide from behind the gates and face the men? According to the recommendation, you're supposed to meet the men and the union official. But yet, you won't meet them.